I am an Assemblywoman in the 32nd District, which represents a portion of Jersey City and Hoboken. I'm also an attorney, and my practice often involves the elderly, infirmed individuals, and the disabled. Originally, I'm from Puerto Rico, and I came to New Jersey when I was about 9 years old. And this organization and the topic which I'm going to be discussing here today is very near and dear to my heart because while I was in Puerto Rico, and even to this day, many of my elderly and disabled relatives were cared for at home um, with no payment, and it was a huge financial strain on my family. And then when programs like this came into existence, it really changed our lives. My auntie, my tia, was able to stay at home and take care of my sick uncle. My cousin, who is a disabled veteran and became disabled at the age of 30, is able to be taken care of in the comfort of his home by relatives. So I'm really honored to be here to speak at the PPL New Jersey Self-Direction Virtual Summit. I do want to share with you some thoughts and statistics that I've learned while working in the legislature about self-directed care in New Jersey, which I found very interesting and really critical as we move forward. Because again, even though these programs were in my life, I really never put it together until I became a legislator and I got to meet um, such wonderful organizations and people. So, before I dig in some of this information, please know that I'm really open to learning more and invite any of you listening here today to contact me if you have any information that may assist me to assist this organization. I think that definitely in the legislature, oftentimes I can see that people get caught up in their own bubbles and what they want to hear. And that's really not me. I'm always looking to learn and improve. So again, feel free to reach out to me anytime. And while statistic information and discussions on program development and even legislature initiatives may not be, the most sexiest talking points for a virtual conference, but I can assure you that all this information that you're going to hear is as part of this conference is exactly the information that we need to study in order to move more initiatives forward, and so we can really make this program even better. So let's begin to discuss this transformative impact of self-directed care in New Jersey and across the country. I have to tell you that this model is really reshaping how and has reshaped how the state Medicaid programs support individuals and enabling them to receive care in their own communities from people that they know and trust. And how amazing is that? Keeping care at home within trusted individuals who've been empowered, right? Because now they're caregivers and now they're provided training. So self-directed care really has become increasingly popular, particularly those with long-term care needs, disabilities, chronic illnesses, and any other qualifying condition. This approach really makes so much sense for New Jersey residents. It's innovative, it offers the participants the flexibility they want, an environment they prefer, and the caregivers that they choose. How, again, when I think about this programs like this, we're not bringing strangers into our home. We get to stay in our home, and what a wonderful alternative to facility-based care. And especially in my community, we don't trust facility-based care. Not only in my cultural community, but also my legal community. We always have kind of a side eye to the facility-based care because we've seen what could happen, the negligence that could happen. So, as I learned more about PPL, I think that one of the most important facets of self-directed care is that at the heart of it is really self-determination and self-advocacy because the participants are literally at the center of it all, right? They receive individualized care at home, community-based services tailored to their own unique needs and personal budgets. So whether it's living with family members or in their own homes, the participants really do have this freedom to select their caregivers. And again, how great is that? How comforting is that for the participant? How comforting is that for the family members? Because I think when one is chronically ill or one is at home, it's a whole family event. It's a whole family coming together to how do we fix this? How do we take care of this individual that we love and needs care? Um, However, managing a self-directed care program is complex because being an employer, essentially running a small business, which really this is what it is complicated and it really requires collaboration and assistance. And this is when PPL comes in. This is where PPL's role really becomes crucial because not only do they support the participants and their families and their social workers and the medical providers and vendors and caregivers, but their collaboration is so vital to the success of directed care. And I just want to provide some context on the scale of self-directed care in New Jersey. So statewide, there's over 38,000 participants that are involved in self-directed care across various state programs, such as the Division of Developmental Disabilities, Medicaid, JAC, Jersey Assistance for Community Caregiving. And this number has grown significantly from just 16,000 participants in 2016. So, from 2016, 16,000 participants to now over 38,000 participants. This is just wonderful news. And really the increasing utilization of self-directed care underscores its growing popularity and the positive impact that it really does have in people's lives because the way I see it, it's a win-win for everyone. And one more statistic is on average, each participant has 1.5 caregivers. So the state of New Jersey is investing billions of dollars in self-directed care, highlighting the importance of ensuring the program works effectively for participants, their families, their caregivers, and of course, the vendors. And one of the key advantages of self-directed care is the ability to tailor services to meet the specific individual. And I think again, just thinking back on my personal life and my family and how important it really was to bring somebody into our home and have them tailor the specific and specific criteria that my grandfather needed, that my cousin, who's so young, a disabled veteran, needs. Again, how great is that? Participants can create care plans that reflect their preferences, their requirements, and again, why wouldn't we want a more personalized and effective approach to our care? So again, when I think about this, also not only do we are we in our own communities, in our home with people that we trust, the people that we choose, also the flexibility I think is very crucial for the individual, especially with diverse and complex needs. My cousin who's 30 years old is going to have different needs than my grandfather or my uncle. So again, I really do think it allows them to live a more fulfilling life within their own community in the comfort of their own home. So again, self-directed care really empowers participants. It gives them control over their own care decisions. It really fosters a sense of independence, of self-worth, which again, it's essential for someone who's receiving long-term care, right? This is going to be their lives. So by placing participants at the center of the care, I think that we're promoting a model that really respects the autonomy and dignity of the individual, of the participant, and that really should be our aim in life. No, protecting and respecting the autonomy and dignity of everyone. And I also want to touch on the challenges associated with self-directed care. Managing this type of program requires participants to take on a lot of responsibilities, um, those that are akin to an employer. They have to hire, they have to train, they have to supervise their caregivers, they have to manage the budgets, they have to comply with the requirements. And these responsibilities are daunting, right? Especially with someone that's dealing with significant health challenges. So again, the support provided by PPL is so crucial because this is what PPL is doing. They're providing the training, the supervising, they're helping with managing the budgets and complying with the regulatory requirements. So they're taking that job and really just helping the participant. So again, it's just invaluable assistance that PPL is providing, especially it's a very complex, system of self-directed care if you don't know what you're doing. Um, and I think the success of self-directed care in New Jersey is evident in the growing number of participants and the positive outcomes of the experience. I really loved hearing the many success stories. I did go on your website earlier and I went on YouTube and saw again the success stories were so touching. But we do need to continue to work together to address the challenges and ensure that this program remains effective and sustainable. And this is going to require ongoing collaboration with state agencies and service providers and the participants. So, so all the participants in this summit, I urge you to actively engage with the management of your own care, to be involved. Really, your involvement is so crucial to the continued success and growth of self-directed care in New Jersey. And by participating in summits like this, I really do commend you, and also for participating in the decision-making process and your contributions to the development of a care system that truly meets your needs, and your preferences. So as we move forward, let us continue to innovate and improve self-directed care. Let us strive to provide an even greater flexibility and support and empowerment to those who need it. I think that definitely together, with programs like this, we can ensure that self-directed care remains a viable option for all that require long-term care. So in closing, I want to express my gratitude to PPL and all the dedicated individuals who work tirelessly to support um, self-directed care in New Jersey. Thank you so much for meeting with me, for asking me to speak. Your efforts are really making a profound difference in the lives of thousands of residents, people in my family. So again, thank you for your commitment to this important cause, and thank you for allowing me to speak with you today.